Hey guys, it's October, and you know what that means? Halloween is upon us, so it's only fitting if I call it a specific name. So in other words, to commemorate this October occasion of Halloween, I'm going to start calling it
October Spooky Month!
So with it being October Scary Month that I'm going to be calling it, obviously that means I'm going to do some Halloween theme related video games. So, to start it off, what do you think I'm going to do? Well, I could do the occasional horror survivor video game, because that's obviously generic, but instead, I figure we go ahead and do something completely different, and instead pull something traditional, something that contains vampires, zombies, werewolves, skeletons, whatever the case. What video game would have that? I could think of one. Castlevania. Originally for the NES back in the day, Castlevania is considered a platforming game where you travel from one end of the map to the other in order to defeat Dracula and his minions. Castlevania has had a long history of games that it's had. Mostly handheld ports, of course. So you're probably asking yourself, okay, well if it's mostly handheld ports that they have put it on, why would you talk about it for a PlayStation 2 series? Simple. Because Castlevania was put on the PlayStation 2. Specifically being two of them. Curse of Darkness and Lament of Innocence. I feel like though, however, I should mention something before I go into the main game itself. And that's the fact that the director of both of these two games is none other than Koji Igarashi, who happens to be recognized for being the same director who did Castlevania Symphony of the Night back for the PlayStation 1, as well as the newly released game known as Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. Just thought you needed to know just to be sure we were on the same page. So with that being said, which one am I going to be playing? Well, I've been trying to figure out which one would need to be played first. And according to the history log of Castlevania games, being that of the release date, this one came out first. So naturally we're going to put this to the side, save it for probably next year, for reasons you'll find out soon. And we'll go ahead and dive into this one. But it's not just because it came out first, guys. There's another reason why. Because based on the timeline, yes, there's an actual timeline for this Castlevania series. This one actually starts off the entire Simon Belmont series. Or should I say the Belmont family. Yeah, if you want to, you're more than welcome to dive into the timeline of Castlevania, because there are several generations of Belmonts, and Dracula seems to come out from his grave crypt. Stuff like that. Doesn't do a very good job, what they don't. Anyway, let's dive into Lament of Innocence and see where the Belmont family started. Also, too, we're going to see how the PlayStation 2 version of Castlevania games plays out. This is going to be interesting.
Century, knights became protectors of the peace. They valued courage and honor, fighting heretics and heathens in God's name. Unauthorized battles. Leon wants permission to sortie, but the church has no intention of granting.
Wonder why.
Its legend is about to begin.
A long history of legends is about to begin. It's nice that they give you a little bit of a backstory like that before you start the game. Never mind, here we are. The title screen. But to say there's more? We haven't even officially started. So, here we go. So, we're going to new game. Doesn't look like we have enough for my full name, but let's see. Oh, just barely. As weird as this may sound, we might as well just do a short brief. I mean, if I can't put the full name, why not just go with Cross? I'm fixing to deal with vampires and werewolves and what other monstrosities we'll see in this game. There he is right there. What the?
What just
A
happened?
good question.
So excited. I'm just an old man.
Sure you are. Very buff old man.
Came to name is Rinaldo Gandolfi.
What?
Rinaldo Gandolfi.
You sure you're not a monster yourself and plan to suck every ounce of blood I have inside my veins? Especially since there's a red moon? Hello?
I have unfinished business with Walter Bernhard, the master of this forest.
Unfinished business?
Not worth mentioning. I owe him.
Well, I won't ask any more, but...
I would.
That, my helping hunters makes the game more...
I see.
That's interesting.
A whip made with alchemy.
Ah,
Stronger
that's
than
how you
any
kill the
dead man's
monsters then.
discarded sword.
Alchemy.
Yeah, it's alchemy. It's not just a regular
I'm not
whip made
familiar
out
with
of
that
wool and leather and
Not surprising.
whatever else a
Field
leather
experiments with
whip
the
is made out
principles
of.
God's
Or chain,
creation
depending.
of the world.
But it looks like a rope.
The only
Imbuing alchemy into it, I guess?
Some enemies' attacks release a special power. If you block them with the gauntlet, you can gather that power.
What can I do with the gathered power?
You'll be able to use magical relics by releasing that power.
Magical relics.
Right. Those who excel in magic can use them. I have cast the spell so that you can use them as well.
Okay, so basically we just went through the entire scenario of basically him explaining the mechanics that we can use in the game. In terms of combat, in terms of using spells, so on and so forth.
The door leading to his throne is guarded by 5 monsters.
5?
So I will need to defeat them
Just
first.
5?
That's right. That's essentially the test you must pass to fight him.
What a bothersome...
If you have troubles, come back here anytime. They won't be free, but I'll keep potions on hand for you.
Obviously we'll be able to get
you.
opportunities
I
of attaining gold and stuff. That shouldn't be a problem. If he's selling stuff, we should be able to find gold. I'm interested to see how the gameplay is going to be, because I've technically played Castlevania 1 for the NES. And I've been wanting to play other Castlevania games. Especially since most people say that the 3D ones are bad. But I've heard a lot of people say that the PlayStation 2 ones are really good. So it's going to be interesting to see how this gameplay plays. Because I've only been familiar with the side-scrolling game, and not so much the 3D atmosphere. But the main goal is to beat 5 monsters in order to get to Dracula himself. Or at least the master of this castle. Something tells me it's not as easy as that sounds. Okay, there we go. I was gonna say, it's like, do we interact with that somehow? No, we just attack it. So far from the way it looks like it's gonna do the same thing like most Castlevania games do, where you attack lanterns and stuff, you get heart points, and then you'll be able to use spells and other such things. Okay, so I can use the analog stick in order to access, like, weapons, armor, items, relics, orbs, apparently. But let's see. There are 5 monsters, which there are 5 orbs. Just out of curiosity, I only see 2 doors here. Are there any more over here? Well, it looks like there's a barrier. Which means that, technically speaking, we can only access 2 doors at the moment. At least for what I'm seeing. So, left or right, I'm just gonna pick one. And hope I can survive. I figured this would be more enemies. Gotta remember to be careful not to use the circle button, because that uses the items. Okay, what's this here? Marker stone. You can place a marker on the world map with this magical stone that shines red. Okay, what does that do? Aside from being a marker. Come on, give me some... Ah, here we go. Ah, we got money now. I mean, any of the Castlevania games you get, in order to use relics, you gotta have hearts. So, gathering around as many as I can. Until I get to a cap. If there is one. Okay, this is a weird platforming. Also, magical ticket? What does that do? Okay, how do I guard? Oh, that's how I guard. Okay. So guard not only prevents you from receiving damage, but you also rebuild MP for it. Now I gotta figure out how to use the relic. I'll figure out how to use it in a little bit. Okay, that's how I do it. Just gotta hold the guard and then press the circle button. Okay. That makes sense now. It's like, technically doing this only throws the knife, but if I hold it and activate circle, it activates the spell in question. Okay, I was trying to figure it out. I was like, how do I do it? If it goes beyond 99, this is going to be pretty interesting. Aha! Money! So in other words, we need to destroy these things as many as possible. Might as well go here and see what happens. Okay, this is a save point. Okay, so note to self. Blue shiny doors are considered save points. Which will help. How much currency do I have? Gold 21. Not bad. Doing pretty good so far. Oh, wow. Something's here. Wonder what this does. Oh, it's a map. Uh-oh. Well, I did something I shouldn't have. It's nice that they give you this option to where you can throw knives and everything like that. In case you're not able to handle them up close. Even though with the whip, you can pretty much handle any enemy from a distance. You don't have to be right next to them. But I imagine you eventually find like a sword or something. There's something over here. Might as well check it out. Uh-oh. Got something out of it. Also, this sounds like a really, I don't know, bit of a groovy version of the Gummy Ship menu. I don't know why, it just makes me feel that way. Okay, obviously I can... There we go. I was wondering, I was like, why can't I... There we go, I got on. So... Well, we're activating something. What we're activating, I'm not sure, but I'm sure it leads to a monster. Now we're getting more different enemies. You can see why I would want to use knives, because it continues spewing out whatever goop it was. I imagine it's acid, in which case... Ugh. Oh wow, there's... Oh my gosh, this is crazy. I may end up getting lost here in a little bit. Thankfully there is a map, so... Something's right there. Whatever it is. Ooh! What does the crystal do? Okay. I don't know if I want the crystal or the knife. Because if I had the knife, I could throw from a distance. Crystal, it just stays where it's at. It blew up! Let's see if I can look at the map. Ah, here we go. If I go this way, I go into new areas, so... It's nice to have this little map thing, so... I can start getting my way around and stuff. Oh, I see. Okay, it's not so much that it's a usable item, but if I find it, I should use it. Okay, that makes sense now. Let's see here. So these are all the rooms that I've already unlocked it now. So let's see here. So in other words, I need to go that direction. Okay, so supposedly there's something here. Ah, I see it. Okay. There we go, much better. This takes a little platforming. Okay, so he's not gonna die anytime soon, so... Okay, nice. Boy, this just continues on and on. These red skeletons will just keep coming back. Oh gosh! What the frick was that? Oh, I see. Okay, good. Ouch! Still not helping. If it wasn't for that HP increase thing that I found, I probably would have been in worse shape. Oh, gosh. Okay, found another dead end. But it's nice that I got to explore a little bit in order to see all that. Get my MP increased as well as my HP increased. Okay, let's see what this item is. Oh, an axe. Ooh, I like that better. We're keeping the axe. Because I guarantee you, doing this is more effective. We're going to be using a lot more hearts now that I found something that I like. Okay, gotta go this way. Oh, wow. Whatever these things are, we got something. Something tells me we're about to fight something big here. What the flip? I don't like what this is! I don't like this! Whew. That was terrifying. Okay, let's go this way. Ooh, what's this? Holy water. Holy water is like an OP relic, so to have a reusable item, I'm interested to see how this works. I don't like how this room looks. Okay, I'm curious as to how this room, or where it leads. Oh gosh! You've got to be kidding me! I'm not gonna explore that room, you kidding me? Trying to kill me! Aha, another switch. So we have 2 of them so far. Wherever the third one might be at. Aha, third one. I figured that room would be like, okay, this probably leads to the third switch. Now then, whatever is locked is now unlocked! Not doing so hot. Yes! Now then, we can finally see where this room leads. I guess 80 is the max, because once I hit 80, it stops giving me the hearts. It just goes into currency. So... what the flip is that?! There's something bad here. Shit. There we go. Let's see, what's this one? I think I might like the cross better. I know what the cross is capable of. I mean, the holy water does area effect, but like, only if it's like up close. In which case I'm going to die. Here we go. Are you kidding me? It goes on? Okay, good. Someone tells me this leads to a boss. Please let it be right. I actually kind of like this. It's kind of like Arrow Gut in a way, where it damages the enemy while protecting you at the same time, which is very nice. Oh my gosh! That was fun, actually. But now there's going to be multiple rooms. And I'm completely blinded as to where I'm heading. What the flip? What's that loud banging noise? That room scares me. Well, here we go. Yep, it's a boss. What the fudge? Something's gonna come out in the middle of the ground and I'm not gonna like it. What's rising from there? This ain't good. Ouch!
Game over.
But we're gonna try something. We're gonna see if it... Because my biggest thing is that I'm afraid that, if I try this thing, the magical ticket, I'm going to have to start over on the maze. So we're going to try it and see what happens.
Is there anything you need?
Lost, probably.
What would you like?
Potion. There we go. Need that.
Is this fine? Yes, certainly.
I can definitely see why I need to destroy those things to collect more gold, because while I was building up a lot of it, majority of it I'm going to need. So, let's see. Okay, memory ticket, which will take me back to the last save. So that's helpful. That's nice to know that even though, yes, it does start me over back to the very beginning, I can always warp back to a previous save point. So in other words, I don't have to start completely over at the dungeon. I just need to get a lot, I mean a lot, of gold. But I definitely love the crosses. That definitely helps. Except that creature is going to be a nuisance. Here we go. Let's try this boss again. Now that I know what I have to do. Here we go. Ouch. Kill the boss. Nice. Whew. Okay. Well, I'm at a dead end, so let's see. Okay, where does it take me? Just out of curiosity. What the? Takes me here! Okay, it doesn't do anything, so... Okay, so note to self, that particular portal is only used for if you want to go back to the shop. It does not take you back, like I thought it would, to the entrance. But we're going to go ahead and fast forward that to where we can see what it looks like, or if it does anything. So, be right back. Okay, so basically nothing. Okay, so... Yeah, apparently this is a lot longer than I thought it would be. I figured it would be like, hey, fight 5 monsters, and it's gonna be easy peasy to get to them. No, it's a long-ass dungeon. So, yeah, just to give you an idea. If you're a fan of dungeon crawler games, this would actually be a pretty good game, I will say. I will tell you, though, it's actually a lot... I wouldn't say it's a lot harder, but it's a lot harder than I thought it would be. Mostly because of the fact that the dungeons are long, you rarely get items, so in other words, you need to grind for a lot of gold so that way you can go back and get said healing items. But the good news is that even though, yes, you would have to travel back and forth to get back to the shop to use items, if you get like the magical ticket, you can warp back to the shop, and thankfully, depending on your progression, you can easily buy a return ticket that will take you back to a previous save point, which technically I was at practically the boss. So that's very helpful and noted. So this is actually pretty... I think it's very well balanced, I think. It's actually really good. So, definitely highly recommend it. And if you're a Castlevania fan, chances are you'll probably like this really well, too. So, I really like it. So, anyway, though, that's going to be it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. I shall catch you in the next one. This is BlackCross signing off. Catch you guys later.